Brett Okamoto in Manhattan, UFC 322 here with flyweight champion Valentina Shevchenko, who looks to defend her championship against Zhang Weili. And after UFC 315 in Montreal, you were asked, it was your 10th win in a title fight, and you said something to the effect of, it's just the beginning, which could sound like a joke, but I don't think it was a joke. I think you were actually serious. This is somehow still just the beginning for you, huh?
It never was ending, by the way, like it's at first. For me, it's every time the beginning. It's like every time it's just continuous path, it's continuous journey of my martial art career, my lifestyle, my journey through this life. And I feel like this is the most important, that you are not putting any stops. It's like not delays, not breaks. You just keep doing what you like to do. Mm-hmm. And the most important that it's inspire you still the same way as it was at the beginning. And that's why it's kind of like, for me, just keep going.
And you say this all the time, and I mean, I guess, you're asked this in different ways, but when you say it still inspires you and motivates you just like the first time. People I think the reason they keep asking you how that's possible is because it just doesn't make sense to them. Like, it's human nature to do the same thing over and over again. You get bored of it, or like it just doesn't draw you to it as much. Like, do you think that you're just kind of special, unique, like your love for martial arts just runs deeper than I feel like most people's love for anything it runs?
How, for example, something like martial arts can bore you, because it's every time, every single training, every single travel, it's present in front of you from different angle. Mm-hmm. And it's like a combination between training, traveling, meeting other people. It's this is an inspiration by itself, because it's kind of like it's opening your point of view, it's opening your mind so wide. Mm-hmm. That it's, how can it be boring? Mm-hmm. I really don't understand. And it's kind of like I feel that I'm living this dream of martial arts. Mm-hmm. That it was started back maybe in 70s, 80s, when, for example, here in United States, the father of American karate, Ed Parker, his idea, it was about universal fight. After him, it was Elvis Presley, Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Bill Wallace, Brainy Zajeturkidis, Jean-Claude Van Damme. So they all, in their time, they was like thinking about something like universal, very versatile, and the universal fighting style. Mm-hmm. And they was the fathers of idea of mixed martial arts. Mm-hmm. They are the fathers, and we are modern fighters. We are living their beginnings. Mm-hmm. Now we have the best martial arts, MMA, that include like all techniques, the best techniques of karate, the best techniques of taekwondo. After it started with like grappling, wrestling, and now it's sport. It's sport with the versatile techniques, and we are able not to train separately. Mm-hmm. To join everything, but modern fighters, they already start to train MMA. Yeah. They don't have to learn this style, that style, and then combine. No, they already learn MMA itself. And this is the most, for me, it's motivational that someone's thing, someone's dream back then, and after how 30 more years, mm-hmm. we are living this in reality.
Yeah, and listening to you describe it that way, it's just so independent of any opponent that you're facing. And I think that's another question you get a lot, is that you're like, ooh, you're facing this person, and you always say it doesn't matter who I'm facing because I'm on this journey, and the opponent is just the opponent. I believe that that's true for you, but when you look back on your career, do some of your fights mean more because you had so much respect for the other person? Or does the opponent maybe matter a little bit more in retrospect, when you're like, man, I conquered that? Do you have that at all in looking back?
No, for me, every single opponent, it's like a separate book, separate story, and it's like separate movie of my life. And because it's not only about the person. It's about the training camp, about how you felt during this training camp, how was your like up or down. It's kind of like all this emotional roller coasters that is going through the trainings. And me personally, I approach to every my opponent as it's the best, like the bigger challenge, because I know if I'm not gonna approach this way, it's gonna reflect bad on my performance. Only the way you are performance your best, it's just take as much serious as you can every single opponent.
And I feel like all of your answers almost do this, Valentina, but you have operated at a championship level for so long that I'd be curious to know, what is like one piece of advice you would give to just the average person to just extract the best out of themselves? Like for the everyday person who wants to get the best out of themselves, what would your one piece of advice be?
Oh yeah, it's just keep going. Keep going. It's gonna be ups and downs all the time. It's gonna be moments when you're like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. But you're coming back home and it's like, no, this is what I wanna do. This is exactly my life. And you know, for me it was when because I was kind of like forced to do martial arts. At 5 years old, no one asked me if I want to do that or I don't. At 5 years old, I wanted just like hang out with my friends, like, and do nothing, just like not these hard trainings. And at that moment, my mom, she was playing the huge role that she was very insist. And it was like everyone saying like, you have to go to the school for their children, right? And this was exactly with my mom. She said like, school and trainings, it's must do. No matter what you are do, like in general, these things, this is you're gonna do no matter what. And you know, because of that, I were able to train like constantly, and like around 11, 12 years old, I understood that exactly what I want to do. This is like martial arts, but it doesn't mean that you cannot learn more stuff. It doesn't mean that you can be versatile in life aspect. It doesn't mean you can learn something else. Like for example, my sister, she is a pilot and she's like flying planes. I do boating, I drive boats, I go to the shooting range, I shoot, and it's like amazing sports that I very love. I try to learn like to play like ukulele. I learn like different languages, and this is like you think about it. If we go to the university and we study 5 years, 6 years to become professional in some like profession, and why you cannot do like 5 years here, 5 years there? We can be everything. We can be, the most important is like do that and not put any limits in our educational progress. Because I feel many people when they reach certain like age time and they say, oh, it's late for me, I'm not gonna learn anything. Oh, it's late for me. Why so? For example, I have friends, they are pilots. 3. One is 81, another 86, and 91 years old. Until now, they're active pilots. One of them, he was a pilot captain of Boeing. He started with Douglas, then Boeing, like all kind of like big planes. Now he's operating like smaller planes, and like just amazing, everyday flying. And his regimen is like waking up at 4 a.m., like do some exercise, stretching, then like go for a walk, then studies and like study something about planes. He's like maintain, like other do maintenance, like repair, and it's all about study. He keeps his brain active and looks amazing with a lot of useful energy, and this is motivation. This is exactly motivation. When you look at the person with so rich background, so like profession, what like they had, until now they didn't lose this interest for life. This is a motivation, and you are thinking about yourself. How old are you to be bored of this life?
I mean, that's a good way to live until you're 200 years old, I gotta believe. The last thing I want to ask you, and I apologize if this has happened before, but I don't really recall, and this just kind of occurred to me, that you're sharing this card with Islam Makhachev, and I feel like there are some similarities between how you and that camp live life and approach it just feels like a lifelong marriage to martial arts, you know? Like, what have you thought about, because what they're doing on the male side is somewhat, you can make similarities to what you've done on the female side. What is it like for you to, do you have any feelings or thoughts on sharing the card with them this weekend?
I can tell exactly, like, I'm very happy to share with everyone who's in this card, because I feel it's like amazing card, so a lot of like talents, and I feel that people in who are coming from the post-USSR, they kind of like have similar mindset, because it was like educational thing, pretty similar, like like towards the how you have to act, what you have to be, and like the word is number one. You have to keep your word, so to be honor, to have this honor inside you, and this is like what is good was about that time, and I will not say it because definitely not everything was perfect, and of course nothing was like. But was good things as well too. And I feel that after like Soviet Union collapsed, and still like our fathers, our grandparents, they kind of like teach kids with the same approach to life to achieve like the best results. You have to like do the certain things.
Yeah.
They're very fair and like with the justice a lot of like I don't know if I could express the all like the all the thought what I had in my head.
Yeah, it's probably a lot to get out in like a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel it's amazing, definitely, to share the card with so much talented fighters.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, I appreciate it. I never know what we're going to talk about on these fight week interviews, but it's always a pleasure. And
I actually like that. I like that because, you know, I can share my philosophy for the life itself, and share like what how I approach to every fight camp, what I see. It's not only about like opponent, but actually like what I feel inside. Through this question, I can share, and I like it.
Well, I appreciate you doing it. I know a lot of people do. So thank you so much, and best of luck. Enjoy fight week.
Thank you.
Thank you.